Sheldan Nidle. February the 19th, 2013. Drutsa. We return. Your world has moved even closer to its victory over the dark. There are signs everywhere of what is shortly to happen. Your sacred secret societies have compiled the legal instruments to force the major governments of your world to resign. In consonance with this, the military and police forces of these nations have come together in secret to assert that each of them is more than ready to use their power bases to give their respective governments no other choice than to resign when this course of action is called up. This indication will be given when heaven advises us that the time to do so has arrived. All our liaison personnel stand at the ready to give the long-anticipated command to everyone. Meanwhile, we wait, and look to our heavenly advisors for the signal that it is now the proper time to bring the dark to its knees. This single command will permit the abundance to be delivered, which in turn indicates that the numerous dark governments of your globe are to resign. A batch of legal papers signed weeks ago is ready to be delivered at a moment's notice. Your deliverance is not far away. These dark governments are plotting, even as we speak, to find some loophole or other means to further ward off the inevitable long enough to enable them to conjure up a way out of their current dilemma. We are watching them closely and are disinclined to tolerate further forms of defiance. The nuclear options being tested in Northeast Asia are a recent example of the other means we mentioned above. Do not worry, they are being very carefully monitored, and we fully anticipate the nature and intent of this truly insane gambit. Rest assured that it will come to naught. No one will be permitted to use these primitive weapons against another. The cabal is indulging in saber-rattling by use of a most crude and barbaric toy which we can squash when we deem it appropriate. We present this as a warning. The dark cabal and its many forms of chicanery and perfidy are not being indulged. We are simply watching and waiting, and when it is right to act, we'll act decisively. That time is not yet upon us. What is important is to have the green light from heaven, and then the rest will follow rapidly. Our personnel assigned to these sacred tasks are more than ready to create a new, blessed reality for you. The numerous sacred societies and their allies have fashioned a series of profound changes which will transform your present doom-laden realm. Until then, we have asked our associates to honor the world as it is. Do not be pulled into any of this dark nonsense, as it is scheduled soon to end. As is obvious, the various dark cabals that run your realm are in panic, but their sundry attempts at mischief currently playing out are about to melt away. We are prepared to scoop them up and deliver them to their appropriate destinations where they are to await their comeuppance. You, on the other hand, are being prepared to become fully conscious beings of light. Heaven has set up an agenda for this to happen, and we are here to carry out the final stages of this grand and sacred plan. The dark on your planet has not come up against the likes of us before and is daily confronted by technologies and abilities of the light that easily trump the best that these denizens of the dark have to offer. It truly behoves you to be in joy and gleeful anticipation. Heaven smiles on you, and the Creator has established the means for you to achieve a blessed return to full consciousness. We have been appointed to ensure your deliverance from these still erring ones. Their dire workings are to be stricken from your realm, and heaven will then champion your new light-filled world and extend to you the means to rejoin your space and, especially, your spiritual families. These coming attractions are sacred events which free you from those who consider you to be less than them, and who intended to turn you into perpetual slaves of their rampant insanities. It was eventually to lead to a massive death toll, designed to decrease your global population to around 1/10 of the present number, and those who survived were to envy the dead. This will not happen. By heaven's decree you are to move rapidly into a realm of joy, prosperity, and a sacred respect for individual sovereignty. The time has come for all this to manifest upon earth. Blessings of health and joy to all. We are your ascended masters. Various elements of our prosperity program are ready to emerge from the silence presently demanded of us by heaven. The major organizations created since the end of World War II have been legally disbanded. We are now using our blessed energies to prepare our sacred societies to replace the current leaders with our own. This is expected shortly. Heaven has also informed us to alert those who are preparing to immediately replace the current economic system to get ready to act, as the final series of phenomena are now precipitating in the heavens. These events are to invoke the formal termination of the agreement signed nearly 13,000 years ago. You are on the brink of a most magnificent time in your blessed history. The gracious blessings of heaven are now to manifest and, in the blink of an eye, thrust you into a new reality redolent with love and light. Bear in mind that your new economic system is merely a stopgap. It is designed to prepare you to accept unending prosperity and teach you that the debt economy with its many abrupt reversals and insecurities are a way for the dark to control you. This quicksand realm in effect was a grand illusion, promulgated by solemn pledges on the part of government to lower national debt and bring you temporary prosperity. In truth, global prosperity has always been possible from the beginning, and it is an illusion to believe otherwise. The amount of gold available was kept hidden for manipulative purposes, and the same is true of diamonds and so-called precious metals and stones. The availability of these commodities was limited to create a contrived definition of wealth and enforce the concepts of scarcity, poverty, and debt. You possess the ability to bring forth a cornucopia of wealth and to enjoy a luxurious life. The key is to learn to love and care for each other. In this wonderful world that is preparing to appear, you will become able to care deeply for each other and for Mother Earth. Inside your home world lies Agartha, which is a 5D realm. Heaven is now to allow Mother Earth to extend this realm out to her surface world. This means that each of you requires a transformation into a fully conscious, 5D state of being. This transformation is underway, and the blessed changes being wrought in you are the true means to convert you into this divine and immortal being. Much will be required of you. You will take on a raft of new duties, and in this we are prepared to teach you much that is key to understanding who you are to become. We invite you to accept this proposition and to discard gleefully all the bunkum that the dark has fed you through the ages. Use your innate wisdom to validate the truths that heaven is to show you, and come to understand just what amazing children of the divine you are destined to become. Today we brought you more information about what is happening on your world. Our space and spiritual families are here to complete the divine task of transforming your reality back into a condition that is sacred and blessed by heaven. The moment is upon you for a most well-deserved blessing. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gaju. Selamat Jaya. Syria 4B1 and B enjoy.